Hello, this is Grigoris Angelos Fasois. This is my PRAPI video report for 2025. My student number is 2275392. And for this project, I made a simple dialogue system using the Ink editor, which is my chosen API, along with some stuff from the Unity API, basically just for movement and input. So Unity API, the one I'm using at least mostly, is the new input system, which just allows me to move my character and have input. And it also allows for controller support. After you go to one of these points, you can simply press E, space, or Enter, which are buttons that I've used inside of Unity and can dynamically change. And then you can pick through the dialogue right here and even lights up. And you can also do it with the moving buttons. So the way I'm handling this dialogue is that I'm taking ink right here, which is my API of choice, and then I'm taking it, I'm taking it as a JSON file, and then I'm putting it inside of the Canva here, and then I simply turn on the panel right here. I simply turn this on. And I display the ink JSON, which I'm doing right here. Let me see. Okay, so I'm taking the JSON file, which I'm simply referencing right here in the dialog manager. And then this is my main file, which just includes all of the other files of the NPCs. And I'm taking them dynamically, meaning I can simply have as many NPCs as I want. And then I'm creating a new story as soon as on the void await, and then I'm simply taking the context, which is this. So if I am inside of the dialogue, I can't enter it again. I have this check multiple times, so I'm sure I'm not entering dialogue too many times, making my performance worse or my game just not working. And right here, I'm entering the dialogue with the not name, which is what ink describes as basically this, which is the name of the NPC. The way I'm doing this and the way I'm setting the not name is right here in the quest points, which are these little things. If you see it in the editor, they have a circle collider, which I'm requiring through the code right here. And then I'm setting the not name, which is right here. After my program reads soldier right here, it goes into the ink editor and it calls the soldier not name. And after that, it just goes through and does whatever ink tells it to do, which is just following the JSON file, as well as moving through the dialog, which I'm also handling the dialog manager right here in the continue or exit sort. So, after reading the ink documentation, which is conveniently integrated into the ink editor, I have a lot of ways of handling dialogue. So the first one, right here, if it opens, uh, on the first one, it's simple text, and I'm just going into the soldier. I'm choosing a random note or sub note in this case, but it's still a note. So I'm choosing a random note and it goes into it. This is just text. This is some choices with some stuff I was trying. And again, simple choices and dialogue. That goes for all three of these, but with different ways right here. And then on this side, I have two NPCs with some basic logic. First is this, which just takes uh, the Pokemon name as a variable, and then it displays the variable inside of the text. And then this one, which is a switch case statement, but in the form of ink. You could also integrate some functions through the Unity API. So if I had a Boolean value here, I could change it inside of the ink editor. But I chose not to do this because it was out of my scope and it didn't really go into the API that much. And that was my submission.